Welcome to all sins and commandments alike. This is Griever, your guys' host as always, bringing you guys the latest episode review of 7 Deadly Sins, Wrath of the God. Okay, so episode 22, honestly, first half, okay, poor animation. Let's not keep beating that dead horse. Let's talk about the episode itself. What I did like about this is that it appears to me, now these were elongated panels, these were double spreads and a lot of stuff when this was going down in the manga, and no, I did not reread it before watching this episode, but I feel like there was a lot more filler, which is good. We saw a lot more of the human interaction, we saw a lot more of people actually fighting the demons, even if it was only for an extra. Once again, anime extends like one panel can sometimes be up to a minute, you know, like one page of a manga that you can read is like, okay, battle happens, 2 lines of dialogue, okay, that can be a whole couple of minutes of anime, so it feels more extended. However, I really feel like a lot of this was not in the manga. At least just those little cuts, like not the Death Pierce stuff, I know that was in the manga, and of course Elizabeth's speech and stuff, but this was, it was okay. It was alright. Like, I'm not totally against what they did here. It was fine. Like, animation aside, everything kind of went down just as it should. The combatants that are going to go straight to the Castle of Camelot are seen in this episode, but they peace out. Then we get basically the huge battle. We get the battle between, like, Hauser and his holy knights and everything against the demon army. It was good. We got Deanne showing up like a goddamn tsunami on an earthquake level tsunami. That was pretty cool. Gotta admit, that was pretty cool for Deanne to do. I really like her new outfit. I think that green aesthetic, that's top tier. I really wish Deanne didn't have that orange jumpsuit. I would probably like Deanne more if she always had that green with the collar kind of flipped up sort of suit. That looks 100% better than her original orange jumpsuit. Just for me. Maybe I just got sick of the orange jumpsuit, but I never really liked it in the first place. So I really like this green. The forest green color is, I've always liked that color, that shade anyways. So it works for me. I really like it. What we do get though, we get as I already brought up, Death Pierce and stuff, and the Breath of Bliss and stuff. This is ironic considering the latest chapter. No spoilers here, but the latest chapter of Taizai kind of calling back to this Breath of Bliss or Cheat Hope or whatever, and how you scam light, the different names for it, where it's not exactly a very nice technique. And even though the Archangels do Omega Arc and Sario and Tamio have remained behind to fight with the main forces on the front lines, they also say like, look, like, because Elizabeth basically jumps down and says, here's what Breath of Bliss is. Here's what it does. Here's where you're wrong. And they don't believe her. Death Pierce and the Knights of Azure Sky and all the rest of them are just kind of like, Archangel Ludichel's blessing, we shall rise, and all that. And Sariel comes down and he's like, you guys are stupid. It's like, no, of course, Elizabeth is stupid. No, you don't understand. You guys are stupid. The entire time this battle's been going on, Elizabeth has entered the mind of every single demon. Think about it. This is a war. How many thousands of demons are there on the front lines? She has talked to every single one of them and has been trying to convince them that they don't want to fight. Just please leave. And dozens of demons left. But a lot didn't. Death Pierce takes this as, well, and she failed. She let a few dozen demons leave, but the rest of them is like, oh, you baka, you idiot. You don't understand. They have been given absolute order. We already know what absolute order is from the Gother debacle and all that stuff. Absolute order by high-ranking demons like Chandler and Cusack. They can't disobey absolute order. They will be destroyed. However, given even that, a few dozen demons leaving still speaks volumes about Elizabeth's compassion and ability. Also, Breath of Bliss doesn't heal anything. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, we feel fine and everything, because Hauser brought up at the beginning, like, we better treat the wounded. Everyone's like, Ludachel's blessing, it's no big deal. It's like, Elizabeth not only did all that, she's been healing you guys constantly. Breath of Bliss doesn't do anything for your wounds. You'd all be dead, sort of idea. And Elizabeth's kind of like, yeah, I healed all your wounds. So, Sariel and Tarmiel, once again, if we remember from the flashback, they are all on Lady Elizabeth. They do not, like, they are archangels. They want to fight the demons. But they also don't believe in Ludachel's genocidal approach either. And they also are more attuned to following Elizabeth than following Ludachel. Elizabeth says jump. It's more likely that Sariel and Tarmiel, the way I always looked at it after reading the manga and now seeing the anime, I think it's like a 60-40. They're 60 on Elizabeth's side and 40, or you could even go as far as 70-30. But I'd say 60 on Elizabeth's side, 40 on Ludachel. The difference is Ludachel takes a leadership approach. Elizabeth likes to sit back and not be a leader. She doesn't want to be a leader. She doesn't want to be involved in that way. She doesn't want to order people. So, Sariel and Tarmiel are just kind of like, yeah, it's 60-40. We'll follow Elizabeth when she says jump. But if she doesn't, Ludachel, fine, we'll follow what Ludachel says. But if Elizabeth, as we saw in the Holy War thing, if Ludachel says A and Elizabeth says B, Sariel and Tarmiel are going with B. They're going with Elizabeth. So, that's why I say 60-40. Because it's not like, no, we're devoted to Elizabeth, we're not going to listen to Ludachel, so it can't be any higher than 70-30 at most. 60-40 is what I think, but that's the way I took this. And that happened. We also see that Gother brings up a very important character here. Very important. Fourth Archangel. Fourth Archangel, Mael. Or Mael. Or Mael. I don't know how they're going to pronounce his name, but I'm excited to hear it. That all happens, and then we get the second half of the episode, which is, we've been jumping back and forth, but it's Derriere and Monspeet and Esther Rosa. Esther Rosa shows up at the cottage that Derriere and Monspeet have been at for the longest time. We have some nice moments with them, but at the end of the day, none of that pans out because Esther Rosa shows up, kills the woman that has been taking care of them, caring for them, and then they get in a bit of a fight. It's an interesting styled fight. It's not like a regular shonen brawl. Once again, watch the episode if you want to know the details, but at the end of the day, it seems like Monspeet has been killed. It's not done the same way the manga did it. The manga was more gruesome. The manga did it better. But this wasn't terrible. The animation wasn't exhaustingly bad. Wasn't abysmal during this. But the whole place blows up and we don't really see the gruesomeness. Is just kind of like, okay. But that's anime for you. The manga's always going to be brutal. Like, if you have one bloodline running down somebody's face in an anime, it's usually like 4 in a manga. Like, they're more gruesome. So, I don't know how much to fault for it. I just wish they'd shown the actual, like, kill better. But anyways, yeah, so Esther Rosa ended up coming after the commandments. They said they were going to give them up anyway to Zeldris. Esther Rosa, of course, says, no, that's not why I'm here. I'm not here for Zeldris. I'm here for me. Monspeet goes on to say that he's the middle child of the Demon King who was born without darkness, but gave him a commandment anyways, and his mind's been screwed up, fucked up ever since. And forgetting Meliodas and Zeldris for a second, who can handle the commandments, you can't. You take in a couple of commandments, you're going to be screwed anyway. So I don't know even why you're trying to steal this. That's the big thing to take away from this episode. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, what did you guys think of this episode? You know, it was alright. I know it's a little late. There's just more video content on the way, sort of idea. There's more things to talk about. So I'll be watching episode 23 here soon. It just dropped today. I was behind on episode 22 here. This will come out. Episode 23 will likely follow it in a few days. So look forward to that. And then I hope to be on the ball for episode 24, which I believe is the last episode of this season. Thank Christ. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it's always very much appreciated. And this has been Griever with your not behind the bar reviews, but regular review for episode 22 of Nanatsu no Taizai Wrath of the Gods. See you back here next time, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.